Good morning, all of you. How are you today? All of you fine? Okay. You know that this year I am your SS teacher. Okay. And we are going to study our first unit. Do you know what's the name of our chapter? All of you listen here. What's the name of our chapter? Medieval India, the Centers of Power. In your 5th standard SS, you have studied about ancient times history. What was the condition of the people in the ancient period in India and different parts of the world? Because you have studied about civilizations in your SS chapter, SS textbook, in your 5th standard. And this year, our first chapter is related with what's the condition of India during the medieval period. Clear? Then, before entering the chapter, there is a work for you. So, all of you please take your textbook. I hope that all of you have got your textbook. Am I correct? Okay. Then, take your textbook and read a small story or some words of River Yamuna about Delhi. So, look at the board. This is the page. So, all of you please read that. Okay, then I am going to ask you some questions for you. River Yamuna says some important points about Delhi. Then one important point is that there are so many historical monuments situated in Delhi, constructed by different empires in different periods. Can you name which are the important monuments in Delhi? Okay, please say. Okay, I am going to write the important monuments on the board. So, which are the important monuments in Delhi? Okay, listen here. First one, Qutub Minar. You can see the picture also. Okay. Next one, Iron Pillar of Mehrauli. See the picture. Next one, Juma Masjid. Next one, Red Fort. Next one, India Gate. Okay, so these are the important monuments created or built by different empires or different great rulers in Delhi. And we are going to study who were the famous rulers or who was the famous empires who ruled in Delhi. Then before that, I am going to ask another question. You know that Delhi is the present capital of India. In the medieval period also, it was an important center for the power of seat in our country. Then, what was the important reasons for Delhi? Because all rulers selected Delhi as their seat of power, or because we can say their capital. What was the reason? Or what are the important features of Delhi? Now we are going to study that point. Which are the important geographical features that helped Delhi to become the center of power in different periods? Okay. Then take your textbook. You can see one map there. Then you can see the important geographical divisions. Then some important features. So please look at the map. Listen here. This is the map. Then please identify which are the important geographical features of Delhi. Okay. Please say, I am going to write that on the board. I hope that all of you have read that particular page and you have seen what are the topographical divisions of Delhi. So, which are the first one, Indo-Gangetic Plain. Second one, Aravalli Mountains. Then third one, River Yamuna. Because of the presence of these three geographical features, Delhi became more powerful from the medieval period, or we can say from the ancient times. Clear? Now we are going to study how each topography helped Delhi. Okay, so we can take first Indo-Gangetic Plain. You know that you studied in your 5th standard which are the important Himalayan rivers, or your lower classes to study which are the important Himalayan rivers. Which are they? Which are they? Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra. Okay, so which are important Himalayan rivers? Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. And you know that the longest river in India is River Ganga. So, Yamuna is the tributary of Ganga. Now you studied that. Okay, so this plain, that is Indo-Gangetic plain, is an important geographical division of India. So we can say that this region, it's a plain region. So this plain region is formed. So this plain is formed because of the deposition activities of river Ganga and river Sindhu. Okay, so this area became more fertile. Because of this fertility, people started to cultivate different agricultural products there. So they became more and more profitable. Clear? So we can say a lot of people started to settle here. So it helped Delhi to become more powerful or more popular. So listen here. What is the first topography of Delhi? Topographical part of Delhi? It is Indo-Gangetic plain. So what's the importance of Indo-Gangetic plain? You remember the point that this plain area is very fertile one. So we can cultivate different crops there. Clear? So when agriculture develop, automatically the people also come and start to settle down. Clear? Okay, so that is an important feature of Indo-Gangetic plain. Next one, Aravalli Mountains. Aravalli Mountains. You know that in your lower class you studied the north part of our country, there is one mountain. Can you name that big mountain ranges? Yes, very good. It is Himalaya. So Himalaya protects our country from foreign attack on the northern sides. Likewise, this mountain Aravalli helped Delhi to protect from foreign invasion. Clear? So you remember this point. Aravalli Mountains protected Delhi from foreign invasion because enemies cannot come to our country or come to Delhi from other places because they have to come across the the mountain Aravalli. It's not so easy. So it protected Delhi as a natural wall. Another important help that the rulers got from Aravalli Mountains is that Aravalli Mountains supplied a lot of stones for the construction of buildings and forts, etc. From the beginning of the chapter, you have seen different forts, pillars, like that. So, such a type of historical monuments created or constructed from the stones that the people got from Aravalli Mountains. So, which are the important features of or importance of Aravalli Mountains? First one, Aravalli Mountains protected Delhi from foreign invasion. Another important point, Aravalli Mountains supplied stones for the construction of monuments, or we can say to construct different also buildings. Clear? So these are the importance of Aravalli Mountains. Then third point, River Yamuna. You know that what are the important uses of a river? Can you say which are the important uses of a river? Okay, we will get a lot of water. The next point. What's another important point? Yes, a river helps for journey or water transportation. Okay, so these 2 points we can merge here. So Yamuna River helped Delhi for what? First of all, River Yamuna provided or supplied enough water for the people. Next one, River Yamuna helped for water transportation. So these are the important geographical parts or topography of Delhi that helped the people to come here or that attracted the people to settle here. Clear? So these are the important points you have to keep in mind. It's a very important question for exam. Clear? Yes. So all of you take your notebook and please note this. Okay, I am going to rub the board. I hope that all of you have written all these points. Now we are going to study who were the famous rulers who started or who ruled Delhi for the first time. Okay, so you will get more information in your textbook. Delhi as a seat of power. All of you take that topic, then read it. Delhi as a seat of power. Okay, all of you read that. Now I am going to give some questions here. So please try to find out the answers. Okay, all of you look at the board. First question, What's the early name of Delhi? What's the answer? Yes, very good. What's the answer? Dillika. Okay. Then write in your notebook. Dillika. The old name of Delhi is Dillika. Next question. The first dynasty that made Delhi as a seat of power. What's the name of that dynasty? Yes. What's that answer? Tomar dynasty. Okay. The next one. The dynasty that followed the Tomars. What's the answer? Yes. Okay. Chauhan dynasty. Next one. The last king of Chauhan dynasty. Please say. What's that answer? Yes. Very good. Prithviraj Chauhan. Next one. The name of ruler of Ghor who attacked India. The Ghor is a particular place in present Afghanistan. Clear? So, can you name that person's name? Yes, Muhammad. Muhammad of Ghor. Okay, last question. Name the dynasty established by Qutbuddin Aibak. What's the answer? Mamluk dynasty. Very good. There is Andarnifu dynasty. What's that? Okay, slave dynasty. Clear? So, these are the important points you have gone by reading that paragraph. Clear? So, once again I am going to say the early name of Delhi. What's the answer? Dillika. Next one, the first dynasty that made Delhi as a seat of power. What's the answer? Tomar dynasty. Remember that? Tomar dynasty. Next one, the dynasty followed by Tomars. Dynasty followed by Tomars means another king came and attacked and defeated the Tomar king. Then the next dynasty will create automatically. Okay. So, what's the name of the dynasty? Answer, Chauhan dynasty. Okay. Next question, who was the last ruler of Chauhan dynasty? What's the answer? Very good. Prithviraj Chauhan. Clear? Okay. Next one, name the ruler of Ghor. You know that Ghor is an important place of present Afghanistan. There was a famous ruler whose name was Muhammad. So, in your textbook you can see Muhammad of Ghor means the ruler from Ghor. His name was Muhammad. He attacked Delhi and he defeated Prithviraj Chauhan and he established his own dynasty. Then, next one, another important person was that Qutbuddin Aibak. Qutbuddin Aibak was the commander-in-chief of Muhammad of Ghor. So, after the death of Muhammad, automatically Qutbuddin Aibak became the leader and he established his own dynasty. And at that time, also Delhi was the seat of power. Okay, so Qutbuddin established his dynasty in which year? Yes, which year? 1206. Listen here, 1206. You remember this year? It is very important one. So because it's the beginning of a particular period. Okay. So, these are the important points you can note by reading Delhi as a seat of power. Do you have any doubt? You can ask. No doubt. Okay, thank you. Then, one important point. The name of our chapter is Medieval India. What's the name of our chapter? Medieval India, the centers of power. So, this chapter we are going to study about the medieval period. Then, can you say which period we describe as medieval period? From which century to which century? Which century? Okay, very good. 8th century to 18th century. So, please note that point. Medieval period is, I am going to write these points. So, listen. Medieval period in India is 8th century to 18th century. CE. CE means adding. That means it is Christian era. Okay. So, the medieval period, listen, which year to which year or which century to which century? 8th century to 18th century. This period is known as medieval period in India. So, please note that point also. Okay. Now, I am going to wind up here. Before that, I am going to give you some follow-up activity. So, please note. Okay, look at the board. First question, complete the flowchart. Complete the flowchart. Okay. You have to complete here. Which are the topography of Delhi. So draw a box and write Delhi topography. So 3 points. Please note. Second question. Locate Delhi. Locate Delhi in the outline map of India. In the outline map of India. Okay. So I am going to stop here. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Study very well. So next class we can continue the remaining parts. Okay. Thank you.